Hey chanters, welcome back. I'm Daniel Tucker. This is Kirtan Central, and in this video, we're going to talk about Bhava Harmoniums, which is the brand of Delhi-style harmonium that I'm carrying here in the Kirtan Central store. So in the previous video, we were talking about all sorts of different aspects of harmoniums that might help you to choose the right kind, the right style. Most Kirtan musicians are playing one type or another of Delhi-style harmoniums. So there's also Calcutta style, there's other kind of regional variations on how harmoniums are built in India. And that includes different ways of hinging the keys, different styles of bellow construction, as well as more important things like the metal composition of the reeds, which varies from region to region and causes really a different tone to come out of the harmonium. So different regions' harmoniums really have different characters and different looks and different sounds. So for whatever reason, the kind that has caught on and become popular in the kind of global kirtan scene, and that I also happen to really like, is Delhi-style harmoniums. This includes a bunch of brands like Bina Harmonium, DMS Harmonium, Bhava Harmonium, and smaller shops, all of which are manufacturing in Delhi, India. Some years ago, as I was stepping into being a music teacher for kirtan musicians, especially teaching harmonium, I had a lot of students who were having a hard time finding harmoniums. And so I started to import batches of harmoniums from India, which I thought made sense. It turned out to be an enormous project. And traveling to India to meet with the manufacturers and kind of do some quality control there, and then overseeing the whole customs, sea shipping freight process, many months in shipping, and then receiving batches of 25 or 50 harmoniums in various states of disrepair often. So then hours would get put into every harmonium to make sure that they were in really good quality for my customers, for my students. It wound up taking so much of my attention. I really wanted to be focusing on being a music teacher and teaching lessons and workshops and my online series of harmonium lessons in the Bhakti Breakfast Club. And so it was kind of this conundrum because I wanted to provide great instruments for people, but without spending my whole life doing it. Well, finally I came up with a solution, which is to team up with Nick Dillon. Nick Dillon is a kindred harmonium lover, and he really wound up taking the path of the instrument specialist, where I took the path of the music teacher. So it's really great for us to team up. He loves tweaking out and making the harmoniums really perfect. He loves going to India and overseeing this whole process to make sure that the build quality is as good as can be, the wood quality, the finish quality, the parts quality is as good as can be. And what he's wound up doing is creating his brand, his label called Bhava Harmonium, that's still built in Delhi, India. It's still the same kind of Delhi-style harmonium that you'll see from other brands. But he's really intimately overseeing the whole process to make sure that it is top-notch. And I really like Nick. He is a hard worker, and he's nearly OCD with all the different parts that go into making a good quality, good sounding harmonium. So I really trust that the harmoniums that he's overseeing are the best Delhi style that we can get. He also really, for each harmonium, he puts in hours as far as correcting any buzzing reeds, as far as tracking down any leaks and sealing up any leaks so that you're not losing air, as far as making sure that the keyboard has smooth and even action, tuning any reeds that are a little out, and like all sorts of stuff that needs to get done by an importer before it's really ready to be bought by a musician. Now, Bhava Harmoniums right now has two different models. There's the Bhava Mini, which is this one, and there's a Bhava Classic over here. Now, that one's called the Bhava Classic because really that's kind of the setup and the size that has been traditionally most popular in the global kirtan movement. When I was starting to film the previous video, I had this up because I was thinking, oh, this is kind of the most common one. I should show them the Bhava Classic. I should show them the classic design. It has 6 buttons on the front, has 3.5 octaves. But the problem is I've personally fallen in love with this harmonium, with the Mini. I really like this one for whatever reason. I like the size of it, the feel of it, the tone of it. They're nearly identical, but the difference is in the range of the keyboard. So this one has 2.5 octaves. From the lowest bass notes to the middle octave, which is where we usually play, to the high octave, which we usually don't play, but sometimes for a little color. And then the 3.5 octave starts at the same bass note, but goes up even further. So if you want that wider palette of range to draw from, then the 3.5 octave gives a little bit of advantage. It's also then a little bit of a larger instrument, so it has some more weight. So this one's a little more portable. It's subtle, the difference from one to the next. Their bellows style is very similar. They both have great sustain. The reeds are from the same maker, and they're all in tune, so they sound nearly the same. It's mostly just a little bit more range in the 3.5 octave in the classic model, and they come with a sturdy fabric carrying case that you can tuck them into and zip closed, and they're both small enough to put overhead on an airplane or to put into your car. Although if you put it in your car, don't put it in your trunk or even loose in the back seat, because if you take a turn and it slams back and forth, that's not very good for the instrument. So tuck it into a seat well, or in your front seat, or maybe with a seat belt. Secure it somewhere so that it's not traveling back and forth when it's in your car. So that's it. This is the Bhava Mini and the Bhava Classic, and I'm very excited to be sharing them with you. In the Kirtan Central store, you'll see that they also come with a whole bunch of great bonuses that hopefully makes it really easy for you guys to enjoy getting these instruments. The bonuses includes free shipping that I worked out with Nick. So this is really cool. Wherever you are in the continental US, in the lower 48 states, you can get free shipping and handling on the Harmoniums. If you're international, just drop us an email first and we'll find a shipping quote to see how much it would cost to ship an instrument to you. Also, it comes with free harmonium orientation, so kind of a video course to show you all the particulars of your instrument, how to open and close it, what the different parts do, how to set drones, kind of interesting things about your harmonium to get you going in the right direction. And then another bonus is a free first month of Bhakti Breakfast Club. The Bhakti Breakfast Club is where I present all of my video-based harmonium classes, and there's just a ton, and I add more continually. There's also classes on guitar and tabla, Bhakti stories classes, all sorts of stuff to really enrich the understanding of a kirtan music student. So that's generally $25 a month for complete access to all those online courses that are in the Bhakti Breakfast Club. So as a bonus, you get a free first month of that membership. And also, I don't know if it's a bonus exactly, but just with every harmonium comes ample support. This means that you can email me if you have any music questions, email Nick if you have any particular instrument questions. So, you know, we take care of the instruments and we take care of you to make sure that everybody is having a great experience with their new best friend harmonium, and hopefully it'll last for many, many, many years and decades. Okay, so that's my intro to Bhava Mini and Bhava Classic. You can click on the little mini harmonium graphics down below to see kind of the details pages for the specific information about each one of these. And feel free to drop me an email, daniel@kirtancentral.com, if you have any questions. Otherwise, happy chanting, happy trails, and lots of love to you.